Hey there guys, it's Joey. So today's video is going to be me making a herbal blend or an incense blend, can be used as both, for the very serious purpose of decursing and purifying and then protecting one's home. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to discuss about whether or not you think you've been cursed, how you can tell, etc, etc. It's a very sad state of affairs in society in general, that people who have explored the craft in any sense of the word try to go around harming other people. And no matter what you feel about the laws of karma, etc., the sad truth of it is that people do send out hateful magic to harm other people and other people around them. And it happens, and people try and utilise their craft the best they can to harm other people, and it's sad. And I've over the last few days began to suspect something has been going on, and I'm going to tell you how you can identify that things are going on. Now, nothing has happened to me. I'm well protected personally in a whole number of different ways, but things have started happening to those closest to me, and they've started having like runs of bad luck. My very best friend has had 2 things happen to her so far, and my partner's had a couple of things happen to them, and I obviously can't keep protection up around them as strongly as myself and my sister, because it would drain me completely of all energies. So I've begun to suspect that either someone is purposefully sending negative energies their way or my way to try and hurt me, and it's not getting to me, so it's getting to them. Or it's just whether they mean to or not, you know, negative naysaying, bitching, gossiping, that sort of thing. I know that's been going on for certain, so... Okay. So the start of this herbal blend is resins. So there's frankincense, myrrh, copal and dragon's blood in that resin right here. You could use that by itself as a really strong resin blend on your charcoal disc. That would be fab. So runs of bad luck are a certain way of looking at whether or not you think someone has been directing negativity your way. I once read a quote that said, if you think you have been cursed, then you have been. And that can have a number of different ways of looking at it. One is your intuition starting to tell you something is going on, someone's been messing with you. Perhaps you have dreams about it. It's not good to ignore your intuition when your intuition is saying things like this, and sometimes in communication with your god or goddess, if you meditate and ask them, you know, outright, is something going on? Now, the other way of looking at it is that we manifest things. So it might be that you are yourself manifesting that negativity within your life because you think you have been. So it's a good idea to do the whole decurse, declutter, purify thing, because it could be that you're manifesting it yourself. And if you did a return to sender in that circumstance, then it wouldn't go to anyone else, but it would probably help clean your mind to sort of cleanse, purify, etc. So I'm just breaking some cinnamon bark into smaller, more manageable chunks. There you go, in there. And we'll give it a good smashing over here. La, 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 la. I like to sing and hum when I'm doing stuff like this, and the reason is because you are raising your energy levels and the vibration levels around you, so you're shaking off any ill effect through energy. I have a fantastic little song that I sing whenever I feel that someone has sent magic on purpose, and it's actually really, really funny and really, really daft, and it makes me laugh, and that way that they're not having an effect. And I had that going through my head this morning when I woke up for absolutely no, inverted commas, no reason that I could tell, and that to me meant, you know, my intuition telling me there's something going on. And even if, you know, a certain person hasn't been directing negativity your way, it never harms your home just to give it a good purify out. Although I would never ignore my gut instinct if that's what's going on. So then I'm going to put a pinch of white sage in my mortar and pestle, some white sage, a pinch of rue, maybe 2 pinches, 1, 2, 3, alright. I've got a fair few herbs of going in this. You don't have to put as many of that in, you can just put what you feel comfortable in. 1 white sage, 3 rue, okay, and some rosemary. Rosemary would be next. A pinch of nettle. A pinch of agrimony. And we'll stir those for the time being. Get a good crunchy, munchy motion. A crunchy, munchy motion. We're singing with the ocean. Okay, and then we're going to have a pinch, 2 pinches of wormwood, and a pinch of chamomile, and in they go. And then I'm going to put pine needles in a hole, 1, 2, and then I will put 1, 2 of red sandalwood in. Give that a light crush. Don't want the bits too big. And then we're going to have my favourite chunky monkey herb, my all-time favourite herb, my herb of choice, the herb du jour. And we're going to have a whole metric ton of it because I love it, which is angelica root. Angelica root is my herb. It's perfect for protecting the home. It's perfect for energizing all the other energies of the other herbs around it. And I will talk about those herbs actually while I'm just grinding the angelica root because there's a little bit more of it. So frankincense, if you can only put 1 resin in, now obviously my herbal blends have quite a few different herbs in, just because I like to utilise the energies of those herbs and create a synergy between a whole different amount of herbs. Now I do it that way, you don't have to do it that way, you could stick with 3 or 4 herbs and 1 resin and you could do just fine. It's all about your intent, your power, shoving it through, making it happen. And if you were going to use 1 resin, I would say frankincense would probably be the one you want to use. It has a wonderful cleansing aura about it. It purifies and protects at the same time. It has a rich, vivid history of all that sort of fantasticness. And it smells nice. It smells gorgeous. So you can use that, and or frankincense and myrrh. They're, you know, well documented combination for cleansing and purifying and protecting. You know, they're good for those sort of things. And if you're you think there's been energies directed at you on purpose, then you want to grab them, twist them, break them, smash them in the face, and those herbs are great for that. Those resins are great for it. I've also got salt in mine. Salt is the universal purifier. So copal is a really good purifier as well. And dragon blood is oomph in your face and is going to smash anything that comes into contact. Because I'm not having it. I'm not having everyone around me being affected in a negative way all of a sudden, all in one go. It's a little bit too circumspect for any witchy to believe that something has not been done. So we're giving it a good crush. Okay, so we have cinnamon. Now cinnamon is a fantastic spicy, and I use the bark because I got some of that, and I adore it more than the powder. It's woody and fiery, and it burns up that negativity, and it just gets rid of it. Just does that with it. It really is a good burny, fiery herb for that. As is rue. Rue is one of my favourite herbs to work with. It just dispels negativity like a bright white light. Agrimony returns to sender, so good luck with that. And red sandalwood is a really good commanding herb, so it's going to tell all the other herbs, do this, and they will do it. Sage, of course, being a purifier, we sage our homes, so sage has all that good lore behind it. Chamomile is for protecting the home. Pine is for healing the problems that have occurred because of the situation, protecting the home, and exercising those negativities, so all three of its strands can be pulled in, twisted, used, and twisted together, not twisted in a bad sense, you know, synergized, putting a synergy together, building that energy. Nettle is pretty much similar to pine. Rosemary is a good purifier. Wormwood, as I've said before, it just takes all the negativity and kills it. Kills it. And of course, my favourite, Angelica, does protect the home, purifies, cleanses, gets rid and energizes everything around it. Right, let's give this a good old-fashioned stirring. Not gonna be a happy bunny. Do 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 do. There we go. Now, if you can make yourself giggle, or you giggle at me, that is exactly what you want to do with curse magic. You want to laugh in its face. You want to giggle at it, you want to laugh at it, you want to knock it out of the park, because you are taking what somebody has sent to you and you're saying, no thanks, giggle, giggle. Ooh, nothing more powerful than laughter. I'm telling you that for nothing. Now I'm going to put my imbue amethyst into the blend. It's going to imbue there for an hour or two, and then I'm going to burn some, and I'm going to Vesta powder it up. It's going to explode. It's going to be 20 times more powerful than whatever crap was sent my way. So, woof! Woo! So this is what it looks like, all finished, all said and done. Beautiful as well, right? Smells gorgeous. Smells yummy. Yum, 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 yum. 1 decurse powder for your home. Many blessings.